Microphone check 1 2 1 2. It's the microphone wrecker. You know how my mixtape goes. Alright, so this video is basically like a, I guess you could say, word of advice or warning to all you young bucks that are, I'm not talking about the rapper, that are in high school right now, freshmen, I guess, freshmen, sophomore, juniors. I want to say seniors, but see, as a senior, you should be ahead of this shit already. You should be ahead of the game. But I know me when I was a senior, I knew I was going to graduate. I had all my credits. So my senior year, I had like 2 or 3 classes, and one of them was lunch. I knew I had lunch on there, and I was just like, really, I came to school just for that. Because all the classes I had, I went to school with a notebook and a pen. Like, I didn't pay attention in class. Teachers was talking about stuff. I'm like, psh, I don't care, bro. I'm about to graduate. None of these credits matter to me. You know what I mean? That was my mentality. And then, as the years started coming to an end, I was like, oh my god, everybody's talking about, oh, I got accepted in the school. Oh, and I'm like, holy shit. I didn't, I didn't send one letter out to any school. I didn't do anything. The only thing I had was, I knew in my mind like I was going to a technical school, but after graduation, my father goes, "Oh yeah, you're not going to that school. Go to the community school and get something there." But it's like the whole year I knew like, yeah, I'm going to a technical school. Everything is set. I'm not going to no 4 year school like everybody else. But yeah. So my word of advice to y'all is, make sure y'all know what y'all going for, and more than likely, if you can attend your community college, attend that. Go to that instead of that 4 year college. Cause in my situation, I went to a community college and I went into the art field, right? And cause it was like all my time they tell me, oh, family members, everybody's telling me, oh, if you go to school for something you love, when you get a job in it or you start your career in it, it won't feel like working, this and that. So it was just like, well, I can't be no basketball player. So what's the next thing that I love? It's like, hey, I love art. So I went to school for art. I get there, and before I even graduated, I'm like, yo, this is not it. This is not it. Cause it's like you have all these different jobs where you're not gonna be making all that money, right? Because like one of my teachers had told me, it's like, yo, if there's a recession, are you gonna be interested in buying some Picasso, or are you gonna be worried about putting food in your stomach? Okay, so okay, you can't like, that's not something that's not a great idea because you going to school for art. Who's gonna be interested in buying art? Who's gonna be interested in art if there's a recession, right? And I started getting that. Like I had one of my classes, like before even half the time I spent at the school, like one of my classes, like second semester or something, was like career in arts, where all these artists come in the class and they talk about what they do, this and that, and they show all these amazing artworks, amazing. And I'm like, okay, so how much y'all get paid? How do you live? This and that. And they're like, oh, this is a part time thing. This is when I'm off the clock. When I'm not working, I do all this art stuff. It's like, what? Yeah, I teach during the day and I do art in the afternoon or at night. It's like, really? So you went to school, you major in art, but the thing that's you're making a living off of is not art. It's another career. So it's like after I graduate from this, I have to go back to school to get, in order to get a real job, like to get a job that's gonna pay off all these student loans, right? So this is when like going to a community college is better because you're able to save a lot of money. You go to a 4 year college and you're gonna have, some schools be like 30,000 a semester, 50,000 a semester, 75. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, and it's like just one semester. I have a family member who went to a 4 year school. He comes back with his little degree paper or whatever, and he comes back $250,000 in debt. He owes $250,000. How long is that shit gonna take him to pay off, right? Well, it's like me. I went to my school, got an associate, and all I basically paid was like 10 G's. 10 G's. So it's like go to a community college, and after I graduated, I'm like, yo, I don't even like this. I'm not even gonna pursue this like as a career. I'm just probably gonna do it just like the rest of the people have done, is just keep it on the side, do it on the side. So go to your, make sure you know what you're doing, make sure you know what your major is. See if you could start it off in your community college. That way you save a lot of money. Cause my school was like $150 times the credit, how many credits each class is or are, whatever. And yeah, it's not a lot of money. You save a lot of money, and if you're in there, you realize, yo, this is not it. I don't like this shit. Then you could just start over. You know, you're not already in debt, because as soon as you start school, those 4 year schools you started, that's it. You owe that money, whether you finished it or not, whether you got you a job or not. You owe that money. You gotta pay that shit back. You know what I mean? So start off at your community college. I know a lot of people is like, oh, that shit is whack, this and that. Everybody wants to go somewhere else, 4 year school, parties, this and that. But yo, all that shit is gonna hurt you down the road, because you have to pay all that money back. You don't want to be wasting time and money. So go to your community college, get you that job. I mean, get you that major in that thing you want, and see if you like it or not. If you don't, you get to switch. If you do, it's all good. Like, I'm not even hating on the whole art thing, because I love it, because it exposed me to so many great people. Right? It's like one of the things I feel like, yo, if I want to get me a girl, I have to get me a girl that's into drawing, that's into art, because it's like you can't find you somebody in that field that's gonna be racist or have that type of mentality, like, because everybody, it exposes you to like look at the world in so many different ways. You know what I mean? It's just, it's amazing. The people are friendly. The art students, they're always friendly. They're always there to help. And it's just like, because of the art classes, you have to see things from this point of view, see that thing from that point of view, and it's just like you're not just so focused on one thing. It's, you see things in many different ways, and I think that makes you a great person. So I would say, yo, anybody who's going to college, yo, take you some art classes, because it will do that. It will help you, because if you, life is all about your perspective. If you could see things from different views and all that, it's amazing. Your life will be better. But yeah, it's word of advice. Just go to your community college, then see if you're really serious about what you majored in, and switch over to a 4 year college. Because a lot of jobs you can't. They sit there and tell you can't get it with an associate, so you need that 4 year school for it. And yeah, do that. Save you some money, because at the end of the day, it's all gonna be about money. Because that's one of the things I learned in that class, when those artists came in and showed all their amazing work, and they sat there and said, nah, this is, I do another job. That's how I pay the bills. I have another job. This is just for fun. It's like, wow. And then you had this other guy who sat there. It's like, oh yeah, I do this. I do these cartoons, blah blah blah. But yeah, my field is kind of closing. It's like shutting down. I'm like one of the last people there before it really is over. It's like, oh my god, bro, you guys are supposed to get me excited to have a career, and you guys are just like putting me down. I'm like, god damn, did I get in the right field? Like, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? So yeah.